Welcome to Movies Redux. Today I'm going to explain an action, thriller movie, Revenge, that is about a young woman who is assaulted and left for dead in the desert by three men. But she recovers and seeks vengeance upon her attackers. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. The movie starts with an American socialite, Jen, who arrives at a desert resort by helicopter with her boyfriend, Richard, who is a French millionaire. Roberto, who is Richard's helicopter pilot, presents him with a thoughtful gift of peyote. Jen and Richard have a plan for a weekend getaway at Richard's remote residence in the Moroccan desert before Richard's yearly hunting expedition with his friends Stan and Dimitri. After reaching out, Richard and Jen enjoy some passionate moments and get intimate with each other. The following day, Jen comes across Stan and Dimitri, who reach there ahead of schedule unexpectedly. Richard is unhappy to see them because he wants to spend lonely time with Jen. However, he introduces Jen to them, and they feel happy to see her. Later, they are gathered at the pool, where Jen and Richard passionately kiss each other while Stan and Dimitri keep looking at them with desirous eyes. At night, they are again gathered at the pool, where Jen asks about the peyote given by Roberto. Richard tells her peyote is a local, highly powerful hallucinogenic drug. Stan and Dimitri get excited and snatch it from Richard, who takes it back and gets angry with them. He then asks Jen to go and hide it somewhere. She takes it and hides it in her locket without letting anyone know about it. She returns to them and starts to dance. They feel happy to see them as she dances beautifully. She then asks Stan to dance with her. He gets excited, and they dance together. Later, Richard intervenes and takes her inside, leaving his friends there. The following day, Jen sees Stan at breakfast, while Richard went to give their passports to the gamekeeper. Dimitri is nursing a hangover in the pool. Stan starts to look at Jen with seductive eyes, making her uncomfortable. So she leaves him and gets inside to start packing. When she is changing her dress, Stan looks at her from a distance, making her feel embarrassed. Then she comes and sits with her on the bed. He gives her his visiting card and asks her to contact him anytime she likes. But she tells him she remains busy with her work and he is not her type, as he is too small while she likes tall men. He doesn't like her comments and tries to get closer to her, touching her inappropriately. She gets angry and holds his hand, but he doesn't stop and tries to rape her forcefully. Suddenly, Dimitri reaches there and is surprised to see them in such a state. Stan asks him to join them if he likes. Dimitri thinks for a moment and then leaves. Jen starts to cry bitterly while Stan continues to rape her. After some time, Richard returns and sees Stan and Dimitri, who are sitting silently. Then Stan comes to him and tells him there has been a slight problem with Jen. Richard goes to her room and finds her crying on the bed. She tells him she wants to go back now, but he tries to console her. He then gets enraged with Stan and Dimitri for their callous act. After a few hours, Jen wakes up. However, she is still angry and tells him she wants to go to her home right now. Richard asks her not to act like a child and tells her, but Jen is too angry to listen to him. She gives him the phone and asks him to call for the helicopter. He gets furious at her and slaps her hard. She falls down. He gets up and runs into the desert while Richard, Stan, and Dimitri run after her. She keeps running for some time and then stops at a dead-end cliff as there is no way out there. Richard apologizes to her for his slap and asks her to come back. He tells her he didn't want to hurt her. Then he gets Stan's phone and calls Roberto to pick them up at 2:30 p.m. He tells Jen about Roberto, who will be there in just 30 minutes. She feels satisfied and is ready to return with them. But suddenly Richard turns back and pushes her from the cliff. She can't hold herself and falls straight to a tree. Stan and Dimitri are stunned to see this, as they were not expecting such a cruel response from Richard, who tells them he did so because she could have put all of them in jail for 15 years. He then burns everything that belongs to her so that no one can ever trace her while Stan and Dimitri get their equipment ready to go hunting. Stan sees Richard and feels sorry for Jen, but Richard tells him he has never heard of her. He means to say he doesn't want to talk about her anymore. After a while, Jen awakens and her senses jolted into action. With a flick of her lighter, she ignites the tree that has cruelly impaled her. The flames dance and crackle, consuming the wooden prison that has held her captive. Jen seizes the opportunity to free herself, even though a branch remains lodged in her wounded body. Lost in the vast desert, she navigates cautiously, evading the relentless pursuit of three men. Unbeknownst to them, she has managed to break free, and now they scramble, each taking a different path in their desperate quest to find her. As the sun began to set, Jen stumbled upon a surprising sight: Dimitri, relieving himself in the river. Fueled by a mix of shock and anger, she instinctively reached for his shotgun, aiming to teach him a lesson. However, to her dismay, she soon discovered that the weapon was not loaded. In a shocking turn of events, Dimitri attempts to harm Jen, only to have the tables quickly turned. With swift and decisive action, Jen manages to defend herself by seizing Dimitri's hunting knife and delivering a powerful blow, leaving him incapacitated and unable to see. As he lies in the river, blood seeping from his wounds, Jen seizes the knife, gun, and Dimitri's supplies. Jen seeks refuge in a secluded cave, finding solace in the peyote's numbing effects. With determination, she carefully removes the branch lodged in her flesh. She improvises a makeshift cauterizing tool using an aluminum beer can in a display of resilience. With a fiery resolve, she marks herself with the Phoenix logo, symbolizing her strength and rebirth. Jen, plagued by a relentless series of nightmares featuring the men who seek to harm her, embarks on a mission to turn the tables and track them down before they can get to her. The following day, once the two remaining individuals stumble upon and handle Dimitri's lifeless form, Richard instructs Stan to locate Jen in his SUV. As Stan navigates the treacherous mountain road, a sudden turn of events leaves him stranded without fuel. In a fateful encounter, Jen takes aim and fires, hitting him in the shoulder just as he tries to refuel his vehicle. Jen and Stan find themselves locked in a fierce gun battle, exchanging shots from a distance. In a fateful moment, Stan's bullet finds its mark, causing Jen to lose a part of her right earlobe. Jen cunningly deceives Stan, leading him to step on a sizable shard of shattered glass unknowingly. With the glass removed from his foot, Stan proceeds to chase after Jen in the SUV. Surprisingly, Jen manages to eliminate him using Dimitri's shotgun and swiftly seizes the car. Richard returns to the house, promptly summons the helicopter, and indulges in a refreshing shower. However, his tranquility is abruptly shattered by an unexpected noise, compelling him to thoroughly search the entire property in a desperate quest to locate Jen. After a relentless pursuit, she finally tracks him down, catching him off guard with a precise shot to the stomach. What follows is a heart-pounding game of cat and mouse as they navigate the twists and turns of the house, trading shotgun blasts in a desperate battle for survival. Richard delivers a forceful blow to Jen, rendering her unconscious. In a desperate struggle for survival, she manages to retaliate by thrusting her hand into Richard's stomach wound. Jen retrieves her shotgun and fires a fatal shot into Richard's chest, bringing an end to his life. Jen emerges from the house, her body marked by blood, yet a sense of triumph radiates from her. She pauses momentarily. Here, the movie ends. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more recaps. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, take care and stay awesome.